Hey guys, welcome back to The Blind Side, and this is the first episode in a series called How Do. It's all about how blind people do things differently to you. And as a blind person, one thing I don't know how to do is figure out how to position the camera in such a way so that I know you can see me. It's probably too dark anyway, because I don't really have the lights on here. But I can't see you, so why should you be able to see me? That's how I look at it. So today we're going to look at how a blind person rolls a cigarette. Well, I know quite a lot of blind people. Some of them use cigarette machines. I've never been able to get on with them. So this is more really how do I roll a cigarette. So I'm going to show you. Well, I say show you. I'm going to tell you. Because obviously I won't know if the camera's looking in the right direction. So what I've got is a normal pouch of tobacco, and I've got it laid out flat. So the bit of tobacco covering the bit of the pouch that normally you fold over and stick to it is laid out flat, and we're going to use that as our rolling surface. I also have a small table that I roll all my cigarettes on. I need a flat surface to do it. So all I've done is took out a chunk of tobacco, and what I'm doing now, I've got it held in my left hand between my thumb and index finger, and my right hand, my thumb and index finger are sort of pinching it, just breaking it up as I'm just feeding it out bit by bit until I've got it in what I would consider to be small enough pieces, because I don't think it smokes very well when you just chuck it in. So, this is just my preference. I know a lot of people don't do this, but okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. So then what we do is we use our thumb and index fingers from both hands, and we basically just squeeze it all together so it's in one straight line on our tobacco pouch. Right, then we're going to get a Rizla. What we do with the Rizla is we pinch either side so that we know where the sticky bit is, and we want that at the top, and then we'll just lie that out flat above our line of tobacco. Okay, next thing is the roach. Now I always use a roach. I don't like filters. I think I like to have harshness when I'm having a drag, and I think having a filter takes that harshness away. So I'm going to use Rizla card today, but I do use like food menus that come through the door, and I'm just ripping off a rectangle, probably just over a centimetre thick and about maybe 1.5 centimetres long, and I'm just rolling it up basically between my two thumbs at either end and my index fingers. So I'm just rolling it into a hollow tube, and then that was me blowing and sucking into it to make sure that there's a good airflow, because you need that. Then what I do is I put the roach at the very left hand edge of the Rizla. So I get the end of the roach lined up with the end of the Rizla, and then I fold the Rizla over the roach to the other end, and I hold that in place with my thumb. And then I've got my index finger at the top of the roach, keeping it all in place. So it's half rolled up. So now I've formed a lip with the Rizla, if that makes sense. And then all I'm going to do with my line of tobacco, I'm just going to put that in the lip, and then I'm going to level it all out so it's about the same thickness as the roach, and I've done that. Then here's how I do this bit. So I've got the Rizla half rolled over the roach. I then put my index finger, I remove my thumb, put my index finger on the top where the end of the Rizla joins the roach, and then I put my other index finger and middle finger from my other hand on the lip of the Rizla, and I'm just folding it over and then turning it with my thumb. So I'm literally rolling it, and then I roll it until there's just a sticky bit of the Rizla sticking out. And then I pick it up, I lick the sticky bit, then I put it back down, and using my index finger and middle fingers from both hands and my thumbs, I'm just going to roll the rest of it over, just like that. And you've got a perfect roll up. And that is how I roll my cigarettes. If you're blind, and there you go, I don't know if you can see it, but perfect. If you're blind and you've got a different method, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you find it interesting. If you want to know how do I do other things, then comment, and maybe we'll do a video about that in the future. Until then, I'll see you later. Bye.